So I'm under my 2007 Camry, and I'm looking for a heat shield rattle that it's been kind of annoying me. You can see I've got the car up on some ramps, and I think I found the problem. This is there's a couple of heat shields. You can see there's one back towards the muffler here, but that one seems to be okay. And there's a couple more way up in the front, but here there's a long one sort of at the middle part of the car, and you can see that it's totally broken free from the bolts. So this is on the back side of it, and then there's a similar problem on the front side of it. Let me see here. Get a good view of it. Right there you can see there's the other side, so it's totally hanging free. The only thing that keeps it from falling out is that it's kind of wedged up in there so that it's not just going to fall out. So I'm going to try to fix that, but this is just the first diagnosing the problem. Okay, so I'm going to try reattaching this with some plastic hanger tape, and I thought about trying to use washers, but I'm not sure that washers would really work in this instance. So this is just some stuff I had laying around from Lowe's or Home Depot, and I think this should work. It shouldn't rust. It's not a high load area, so I'm hoping that this'll work okay. So I crawled up underneath the Camry and I measured the distance for the two pieces of tape, and the first one, there's two different lengths. The front and the back are not the same length. So this one goes to, let's see here, it goes to the second to the last hole, so it's right about four, let's see, 4 and a little over 4.5 inches. Okay, bud, yep, you're in the car. And then the second one was the longer one. Let's see, this one was about, about 5 1/4, it looks like. So those are about the lengths that you need. And what I'm doing is I just need to drill out the holes a little bit to let the bolts fit in, and I'm just using a 1/4 inch bit to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and drill out those holes and put the bolts in there, and then put things back together. This is, I should say, these are 10mm bolts, just so you don't have to try a couple. That's what you need. Okay, so I just finished up attaching the hanger tape and using that to hold the heat shield in place. So you can see up underneath, it's pretty tight under here, underneath the central part of the car here, and this is looking up at the back end of the heat shield, and I just threaded the bolts through the hanger tape, and then I put the bolts back in place. And I've done the same thing on the other end, but I'm not going to show that because it's the same thing. And you can see now that it seems like I tap on this and it seems pretty solid. It doesn't seem like it's going anywhere. So we'll see how well this holds up over time. It's plastic, so it shouldn't rust. And you know, there's other plastic under here, so I don't think the heat should be a problem. But that's basically it. If you have any comments or suggestions, I'd be glad to hear those. Thanks.